Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. And we're going to be talking about the low-key goated way to land an appointment setting or sales position. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. The low-key goated way to land an appointment setting or sales position. Most of you guys are probably and most likely banging your head against the wall, trying to do outreach, which works. Don't get me wrong, it does work. But I think it's a bit of a mistake when you're only relying on outreach to try get interviews, to try get replies back. Because again, like if we gotta reverse engineer this. How do we get a position? Okay, so first thing, what's the actual thought process in getting a position? Like let's make this very simple. Let's reverse engineer it, so that way you can follow along and see how it all works. So, position. Okay, what has to happen to get a position? You ace the interview. You pass the interview. How'd you even get interviews in the first place? You book a call. Yeah, you book a call. Let's say call. How do you even get someone to book a call with you? How do you even get a biz owner to book a call with you or want you to book a call with them? Well, they have to be interested. They have to have a conversation with you and be interested to want to book a call with you. How would you even get interest in the first place? How does a convo even take place? Well, they need to open the message that you send. They need to notice you in the first place. You see where I'm getting at? Like, it sounds all very simple, but you'll see why I'm highlighting this later. Okay, so how to even get them to notice you and there you go, through your initial message or touch point. So that's the process to actually get an interview. Now, you can go all through this, and there's nothing wrong with it. I have videos on my channel showing you how to land a position. But the low-key goated way to do it, and which is going to be very powerful when you supplement it with outreach, is going to be, if I can move this, is network. Your network is going to be the low-key goated way to land a position, and here's why. Because my network has grown over these past 2 to 3 years, and I've been in business for quite a while now, but in terms of this whole internet money space, like appointment setting, sales, it's grown substantially since I've been in the online money space. Okay, let's speed this up. I'm going to stop yapping now. So my network has grown massively. It's given me opportunities that I never thought I could come across, opportunities that I've personally changed my life, and with setting it's no different. With landing a position, it's no different. The reason why it's so important and why it's so powerful is if we look at Dunbar's number, which basically means, and I copied this off Wikipedia, so a suggested cognitive limit to the number of people with whom one can maintain stable social relationships with. So with business, it's not as important. This is more so relating to like social connections and relationships and friendships. And that number, they say it falls between 100 and 250, but most of the time the number people will say is 150. Okay, so long story short, in easy terms, the amount of people that you actually know, like know is 150. Not like an acquaintance, not someone you know who you just met and had a conversation with. No, it's like 150 people is people you properly know. Okay, so if we take that into account, you do the maths, 150 times 150 times 150, it all compounds together. So let's say this is you and you know 150 people. Like, just imagine 150 different arrows, and then each person that you speak to knows 150 other people, and then their network goes into 150 other people, and then it just spirals out like a spider web. So already, hopefully you can see how powerful having a network that can support you with appointment setting, with landing a sales role, with getting in touch with business owners and building good relationships with them, or setters who are already in positions and building good relationships with them. You know how powerful that is? This is just here to illustrate that now. So this is why it's so powerful. Now, when it comes to, hold on. Now, imagine that take that a step further. Now, imagine that most or all of your network of 150 people, or let's say you're in a network of 150 people. Let's say you join a Telegram group. Let's say you join a Discord. Let's say you join a school group. and there's 150-ish people in there, and they're all in the same industry. They're all appointment setters. They're all people in high ticket sales. They're all business owners, and they know people who know people. Okay, you can start to see how powerful this becomes. So, with that being said, the reason why it's the another reason why it's so powerful to utilize your network and grow your network and take advantage of it. It's not, most people would subconsciously rather hire the person they already know, like, and trust compared to a stranger, even if the stranger was more competent. So, it's just how it is. People in the workplace, there's someone who might get a promotion or more likely to get a promotion, even compared to you, just because, let's say, the boss liked them more and they were more charismatic, but they weren't as competent. That's just how human nature works. Same thing here. Obviously, in business, people want the most competent people, but this is no different, right? If you can get in touch with someone who knows someone, and they put in a good word for you. Let's say, for example, you're looking for a setter position, and then you're in a network where people know business owners. You put in a network that you're looking for a setter position. This is what I'm looking for. This is my experience. You tell people about yourself, and then all those people in the network refer the business owners that they know, or people they know who are hiring, or something they see, or a job posting on Twitter. They send it over to you, or they make the connection between you and the business owner. Before you know it, you've got an interview, and then let's say you did well in that interview, you got a position, just like that. Compared to, and this is why I brought this up earlier, because if, let's say, we take person B, a stranger, they're doing all this. It's a much longer process. It's a much harder process. It takes more effort and time. They may be already really competent in setting and sales, but the person who has the advantage is, let's say they already know the business owner and they get the position before this guy. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Another thing, instead of banging your head against the wall, like I said earlier, instead of banging your head against the wall, only relying on outreach, and I stress only, because as I said, do your outreach, do what you need to do. It's a necessary evil. I've got guides on how to do it. I still do outreach to this day, or I still recommend people do outreach to this day, just because you need to get the numbers up. But instead of banging your head against the wall, only relying on outreach, why not just position yourself in a place where getting a position or an offer is easy? Why don't you place yourself in environments that's going to be of advantage to you? Why don't you just use this law and implement it? Put yourself in rooms where people already know people, and then you could just leverage that. Instead of coming to someone, cold DMing a business owner, they don't know you, you don't know them, they don't have much time to know, like, and trust you. So that's that. So how do we actually do this? Join setter or sales private networks, things like Telegram, like I said, Telegram groups. I don't think Instagram groups work. I think there's that new Instagram feature that I forgot what it's called, Instagram channel. So that's popping up lately. You can take a look at that. But mainly like Telegram groups, Discord groups, school groups. What else? WhatsApp groups. Places where private networks are hosted. Whether that's paid, whether that's free, doesn't matter. Like, invest in yourself, guys. It's 2024. Have that mindset installed. That's what's gonna make you successful. So even if you have to spend a bit of money to get in these rooms, because, like, look, guys, from the dawn of time, how is the way you would network with rich people before social media? You'd have to get into certain rooms, cigar lounges, for example, private gentlemen's clubs, I don't know, and you'd have to pay to get in those rooms. There's an entry fee, or you'd have to pay some sort of way to get in those rooms. Okay, so nothing in life is free, except the free groups that you find. Make sure you're giving value, interact with other people, interact with other members, help them out, get to know them, hop on calls, build relationships, and on top of that, also be building your personal brand in the process. It's more of a long-term play. It doesn't have to, sometimes it isn't, sometimes you can blow up, but this is more of a long-term play, because again, like, if you can get people coming to you for your personal brand because you have an online presence already, people know, like, and trust you because of the content you're putting out, you're going to start attracting opportunities instead of having to go out there like you would with outreach and chasing opportunities. Power versus force. I'll give you an example. The one of the positions that I started working for, so this was like, it's actually coming up to a year. That's crazy. It's coming up to a year now when I landed this position. I landed a position from a business owner in the real estate niche. They're doing a coaching program helping people get into land investing or real estate. And they're doing like 6 figures per month. And I got that position simply because the guy, the CEO, found my YouTube channel and slid up in my DMs asking me if I knew anyone who could be a good setter. Now, initially, I knew some people, but I was in a tough spot. So I took that opportunity for myself and I started setting for them, and I did pretty well for that company. So that goes to show, guys, build your personal brand. Offers will start coming your way if you do it right and you stay in the game long enough, like I have. And that's the power of it. And on top of that, get into setter and sales private networks. People, like groups that have people posting job opportunities, job postings, people they know who are hiring, people that can make connections, even if you have to pay for it. But also if it's free, that's good. And make sure you're not just a bystander there. Make sure you're also giving value and being a person of value in these groups. So with that being said, make a conscious effort to do all this, because you'll put yourself ahead of 90% of people trying to get in the game. And this is, again, as I said, don't neglect your outreach. This is all while you're doing your outreach at the same time. So it's all just going to be a massive snowball effect. That's my snowball. So yeah, guys, I want to leave you off with something. So in terms of, if you like the sound of that, and if you are going to implement this low-key goated way to land a position, you're probably wondering if I have my own community, and I do. It's called the Art of Setting 2.0, and I know you can probably click off because I'm selling you on something. Well, at least I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I'm not selling anything. This is what most people do, is they say they won't sell anything. They have nothing to sell, but they have a hidden agenda. At least I'm being upfront with it. So whether you like it or not, you're here to hear it. This is my community. It's called the Art of Setting 2.0. Used to be a course. Used to sell it for $297. Now made the decision yesterday. I want to make it more community based. I want to make it even more valuable. And I also want to make it a lower barrier to entry for those who are starting out, because I realize a lot of the people that watch my content, they're like younger guys, maybe people, some of them work 9 to 5. They have some money saved up to invest and you know, they have the spending power, but most of you guys don't, which is fine. So I want to give you guys a stepping stone, a starting point where you can still get access to people in this niche, people in this industry, get yourselves ahead. So I changed it to $50 per month. And on top of that, what I've added now is job postings. So job postings will start being posted inside. I'm going to start hosting 1 time a week, weekly calls, starting this Saturday. So if you join now, by the time this call is, this video is posted, you can speak to me on Saturday. You can literally speak to me on Saturday. And these are 1 hour calls. I'm going to be hosting them every Saturday. And again, it's starting very soon, okay? So I'm going to be hosting weekly calls. There's going to be job postings. Obviously, the community is there already. There's also snippets of the course to help you land your position. And it's my personal methods that I've used to land my positions. Also, not neglecting network. And yeah, guys, I'm really, really looking forward to this community. I'm really looking forward to more of the wins that are going to be coming out soon. And I'm also looking forward to speaking to you guys very soon on Saturday. All right, so if that's a network that that sounds like something you've been looking for, now's the right time to get in. It's only $50 per month. Like, that's a steak dinner per month. So link in the description if you're interested. And yeah, looking forward to speaking to you soon. And this is Lowkey, the goated way to land a setting or a sales position. Any more questions, just hit my DMs, Instagram, even Twitter. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope that makes sense. Build your network, be of value, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.